Hey guys, it's Mike from Fishing and Fabricating. Today, I'm working on the kayak. So, got a kayak trip coming up. Fish on Lake Huron with it. And this kayak's just not quite stable enough for Lake Huron. So, we don't go way out there or anything. We just fish around the shore. But you know how Lake Huron can be a little bit wavy at times. And it can be a little scary out in a kayak like this. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to add some stabilizers to this. Outriggers, if you will. And we're going to use these. These are bumpers for a boat. They go like down like this to keep it from hitting the dock, but they work really good for this application because they're sealed and kind of a rubber. We're also going to use PVC pipe. We got lots of it, different connectors and whatnot. And then I bought a 10-foot piece of 1.5 inch PVC. Back here, what I'm doing is I'm going to mount it right here in these holes. These are the drain holes. Not too worried about drainage, because even with this screwed in there, it's not going to be sealed or anything, so it'll probably still drain okay. If I really wanted to, yeah, I could probably drill another hole, but I'm not doing that. I'm just going to do this. If I end up having problems with drainage or whatever, I'll work on that then. But I usually put stoppers in here anyway, like this. This is one of them. Boy, there's a lot of sand on it, but I usually put these little guys in the holes anyway. Cover them, because I don't like the water coming in on me. Kayak needs a good washing. We're not going to worry about that today, at least not right now. If it warms up a little outside, I might go out and give it a good cleaning. But right now, I'm going to work on this. And then I'm going to put an anchor trolley on here as well. Right now, my anchor's down underneath here. And I had it tied off to this and just throwing it out. Oh, you can't see that. So I had it tied off to this. I had it down in the dry hatch here. You can see that getting to it is loads of fun. Right now it's wrapped around something back there. And then when I throw it out, you can't always get turned the right direction that you want to be facing when you're in the river. So, or a lake for that matter. Especially if the wind's hitting you from the wrong way or whatever. So anyways, the trolley, what that does is it helps you so you can move your anchor to the front, to the back, the center, wherever you want to put it. And that way your boat will point in the right direction that you want to fish in. It's a really nice setup. I had one on my last one. This one doesn't look like it's going to be quite as easy to put one on, but I'm going to hook them right to these handles and then just run it down the side here. I don't know if I'll be doing that on film today or not. Depends on how long this takes, but yeah, I'm going to take you along with me on this journey. I already put one of these in, and here, let me grab the phone off here. Camera, I'll show you what it looks like. So, it looks like that. So what I did was I made a little wood block that goes down in here, like this. And this is on top, double washer. I just used, I think that's 1/2 inch. Might not be quite 1/2 inch. Threaded rod. I come up through the bottom here with 2 washers. And then put a washer on top and a nut. And I might even put 2 nuts on this just to make sure it don't come loose, because I have enough to do it. On the other end, the end that's down underneath the boat, I peened that. I just brought the nut down a little ways and then peened it over with a hammer so that it can't come off. Yeah, I think you can see that. Yeah, right there. So then we just stick this thing up through the bottom here, like that. Thread this on. Now I did chamfer the end of that piece of wood so that it would sit down in there nice and flat. Push it down on like that. Put this end cap on for our PVC pipe, and it looks like I got a burr in it. It definitely got a burr in it. We're gonna have to take that out. I just use the drill press, and I got bad allergies right now, guys, so I apologize for all this sniffling. Well, there we go. Washer on there. Nut. It's actually, it's not a burr on the plastic. It's a spot where the metal on where I cut the threaded rod off is kind of peened over a little bit. Got a little sharp edge on it. We might have to take it off. We'll see. It looks like it's going on straight, so if we can get past it, be all right. Let's use this. A little overkill, but it's going, so hopefully it'll keep going. Let's go a little bit more. Oops, slipped off a little bit. Huh. There we go. Now we just keep going until we get down to there. And then give it a little more torque so it's nice and tight. And that should do it. And look, pretty straight. Maybe off a little bit, but should be all right. Then we need the big piece of PVC here. So this stuff at Home Depot comes in 10-foot lengths. And what we want to do now is just get up above the side here. I don't want to go too high. Takes a little bit of your storage space out of here, but to be honest with you, I don't like storing things back here anyway because I can't really reach them. So the only things I put back here on the back of my kayak are like maybe a cooler with some drinks and lunch. And I'm gonna stop when I eat lunch anyway and pull off the shore, so it doesn't really get in my way much. There we go. So we got that double jammed. I think we're good there. Do the same with this one. I need another 3/4 of those so I can get a good tight jam on them. Not be able to get down in there to it. There, that worked. Let's see if I can get to this one. Yep. So one thing we don't want to do is damage these, because we need to get that PVC in there. So I'm going to turn this around because that end piece looks a little dirty. And I didn't buy any cleaner or nothing. Tape measure. So I think if we come up here, say 5 inches. 5 inches should do it. It'll keep it nice and low profile, won't get in our way. So we can mark this and cut 2 pieces that are 5 inches long. So we got 5 and 10. Look at me, I can add 5 and 5. I'm just as shocked as you are. So the best way to cut this off, I think, is probably going to be in the bandsaw. Just because hacksaw would probably be better. No, I'm too lazy for that. So we'll scoop this out so we can get a 10-foot piece in there and cut her down. Hitting everything with a 10-foot piece. Short work of that. All right, let's cut her one more time. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but you guys have seen me cut with this bandsaw before. Got a couple of pieces. Now it's going to have all kinds of crap on it. So we'll have to clean them up. With a deburr tool. Use a deburr tool to see if we can clean them up real quick. Another thing that works good is just a little sander. If this works. There we go. Just cleaning up the edges. You can't really see that either, can you? But I'll tell you what, not doing a very good job of getting this stuff on film today. It's a little deburr tool. If you have one of these, they're great. But I will tell you to be careful if you use them, because if you slip out of this, if you're doing this and you go and slip and hit yourself, it hurts. It can cut you pretty good. So you don't want to do that. And it cleans them all up real nice. All right, let's do this one. Get all that out of there. And then all the stuff off the outside as well. And we'll be ready for dry fit. All right, we don't want to glue anything. We just want to dry fit everything together first. Like that. Okay, those are in. Now we've got some tees here. So my thought is, go So like that, put a little piece in there. Then these can stay on the kayak, and we'll pin this part so it comes off. Maybe, we'll see. Because I don't think we always want to have these on here, but I don't know. Maybe we do. Fit them together like that. Now we need our tape. So we're going to get a little piece to go in here, which looks like it's going to be 6 inches. Marker. So we'll cut a 6-inch piece. Now we don't have to be too crazy accurate. All this will move a little bit, but we want it to look good, so. We're gonna be out on a lake in it. It's pretty redneck, so we wanna try not to look redneck. I guess it don't matter. Redneck's not bad. Been redneck my whole life. All right. So that piece will go in there. Now, probably gonna need to take one of these back out, like this. So there's our base, and I think, like I say, once you get it glued, we'll be good. Now we just got to come out here with however long we want, and then we're going to put a 90 in there and drop down to our buoys. So the main thing about this is just getting it down to the water line, because we don't want it to be way below. If it's way below, it'll impede our rowing ability. And if it's too far above, then it won't help with the buoyancy until it's too late. So I'm thinking we're gonna put, we're gonna make it so they're right about here. What I'm thinking. Right about even with that. Because we know the water's not coming up here. If it is, we're in trouble. But I think we're going to be, I think most of this should be above water. So, right about there. I think we need to come out. We need 2 more pieces that are foot long. We'll get it done. This is here. No, I think we need more than a foot. This is here. We need about 16 inches. Gets us out to about here, which I think will help a lot. 2 pieces, 16 inches. Let's measure that off. And 32. me doing big boy math. Alright, there we go. So we got that and that. Well, I brought a 10-footer home with me because this is gonna use a good majority of it. I don't even know if you guys can hear me when I'm over there, but I'm still mumbling, so. I said I'm glad I bought a 10-foot piece, which is probably gonna be just about right. I mean, we'll have a little bit left over, but not much. Not much at all, I don't think. Time we might have about 3 foot left at the end of the day. All right, so these are gonna go like this. Get them all dry fitted, fitted together, fitting together. Ooh, see, that's one of those pop outs. That'll get you. Gotta be careful. Cut your jugular out here in the garage by yourself would be bad. Might be a little bit extremely exaggerated, but. All right. So we'll go like that. Pretty soon it's gonna look like an airplane. We're gonna fly away. So then we can slap a couple of these 90s on here, like so. Now we need a drop down pipe. But the first thing we gotta do is figure this out. So I do see an issue already. We'll find out here in a minute if it's an actual issue, but it could be for real. It's gonna be probably. So I'm actually 4 90s short. I needed 4 more of these to get this done. And I don't know if I have any in my box over there. I really doubt I have 4. Because what this is gonna do is come down here like this, go to both ends of that, drop down to a 90, and then be capped off. But, man, that's a bummer. I think I'm just not gonna be able to get it done. Well, I'm gonna shut you off for a minute, go dig through my goodies and see if I can find at least 2 so we can do one side so you can see what it looks like. I'll be back. All right, so what I did, because I couldn't find any 90s, made some. So let's go right on through. It was a 13/16 whole wood bit that I use to drill these, and they're tight. They ain't coming out. And they fit right inside these like a bushing too. See how that goes in there? So what'll be nice now is I'll just drill right on through the top. And then when I put my washer on here, it'll hold everything in place. So washer will sit here, and when it gets to that, it'll stop. And then it'll stop at the top as well, and just kind of pinch all this together. Here's the other one. it was 1.5 inches. I had to drill like 1.5 inches from the end on both of these for everything to fit together like that. Here's the one that's already dry fitted on there. Let's see if I can get it off here. I'll show you. So there we go. Just like that. Haven't got bolts in it yet because I don't know what I'm going to use. Or probably going to have to use some more of that 1/2 inch stuff we use there. And I've got a whole bunch of it. So, but yeah, for the most part, that worked out pretty good. And then, but if you buy 2 more 90s, you wouldn't probably have to do this. But I bought these end caps, more end caps, and I was going to drop it down and do that, but now I'll just slap them on there instead. It'll still look good. The only thing that'll be metal on all this will be the bolt, so that'll work. I could probably, if I tried hard enough, figure out a way to not make the bolt come through the top, and I don't feel like messing with that. So I'm just gonna do it this way. I'm pretty happy with it. Now the only downfall to it is, the way I'm doing it now is I'm short 2 caps. So either way I'm gonna be short, but yeah, these caps are dirt cheap, so I'd rather buy 2 of these than 2 90s anyway. All right, I'm gonna grab that piece of steel and cut some bolts for this. I'll bring you back then. All right, so we got it all done. Show you what it looks like. I tipped them up just a little bit on this end. We got pins here, through here, so they can come off. I'll probably end up painting it blue or black or something. Make it match. This one I didn't put the pin in yet. And then that way you can just, I don't think I can do it, but I'll try. That way I can just take them off. If I don't want them there, you know, I still have this, but that's not that big a deal. And just gotta slide them back out, put the pin in. So I think that's gonna work for that. As long as my paddle don't hit it. And I don't think it will. From where I'm at right here in the seat, I think I should probably be about out here. So we'll see. I mean, I'm gonna have to take this somewhere and try it before I actually go on a fishing trip. There's nothing worse than getting out there and finding out it don't work. The only thing I got left to do on this kayak is put the anchor trolley on. And I might make that a separate video because this one got kind of long, but anyway, there it is. All done. And ready for testing. Worst case scenario, I might have to make those things on the side more adjustable, but we'll see. All right, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for more videos, and talk to you later. Peace.